Turns out when Fedra connected that block up to the grid, this place got connected too. Not that they know.
So what are we doing here? Trying to get electrocuted or?
Fucking turn right,
Yep.
open the door, tell me when you're there.
Here, now what?
We're fine. You saw outside. It's like a big bunker. No one can see shit but us.
That cannot be true.
It cannot be true.
That cannot be true. You're in a. We saw that one picture of the cityscape of Fedra. We could barely see anything.
Everything's super dark.
Everything's super dark. Your eyes are adjusted, and you're like, what is that? It's like light streaming from the mall.
Right. And so like, yeah, it's a bunker. There's concrete all around blocking light, but this here at the top of these rafters is a glass ceiling. That means all this light is being reflected up into the sky. Now, nobody's up there in the sky looking down, but if you do astronomy, like, you have to deal with light pollution. That's just light that's being shot up into the sky and reflecting back off of clouds, off of dust, off of air, all sorts of junk. Like, you get a glow around the city. That's why when you go to the countryside, it's super dark. But here, effectively in apocalypse times, everywhere is super dark. So if this mall's light is on and there's light shining up through this glass ceiling here, they're illuminating the block, at least the several miles around them. Like, this would be super visible.
Well, I was also thinking, so Fedra is running some kind of power plant in the settlement of Boston. And they probably have power constraints. Sounds like they do have some abundance. But if you have this massive load that enters into the circuits of the city, you're going to notice. You can't, this is such an enormous electrical load. There's no way. They're like, oh, they didn't know it was connected. Maybe, but if you flip a switch, they're going to know. Unless they're so incompetent. I don't see how that could be. You're maintaining a power plant with old equipment and maintaining it probably in a bare bones sort of fashion. You're going to be pretty
constrained on your resources.
Yeah. Amazing. Also, everything works. There's no water inclusion. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And everything's on. The way I figured that everything was on, I figured that Riley went through to all these stores and like turned on the switches. like this is going to be impressive when I show Elliot, throw the switch and everything comes on.
I mean, that is
romantic.
That is possible because she did say she prepped for this night, but how do you know how to maintain and fix electrical in a building?
I did the backstory, the research on Riley, and she's a very strong library enthusiast. So I believe it for her.
Yep, she went to the library and studied